Welcome back to CHQ In-View. There's a major new initiative aimed at shaping the future of our community. It's called NextGen Jamestown, a hands-on mentorship and civic engagement program from Collaborative Children's Solutions.
The program launched this week, starting with students at Jamestown High School. It gives young people a real look at how the city works, from fire and police to parks, streets, development, and even the mayor's office. Through workshops, mentorships, and real-world projects, students are learning how their ideas can help shape Jamestown's next chapter.
Joining us now to talk about how NextGen Jamestown came to life and what it means for our community is CCS founder and president Patrick Smeraldo. Patrick, thanks for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate both of you and everybody here.
Pat, this program just launched here, and we're already seeing students at Jamestown High School get involved. What made you want to create NextGen Jamestown, and why did you feel that now was the right time to do it?
Well, to be honest with you, it was a creation, not creation, but it was a mindset. Jim Minocchio, I'm a former teacher at Jamestown High School. Mr. Minocchio was a health teacher. He used to take kids on a walk, a community health walk, and show them different things in the community in case they needed health concerns or what have you. And I thought it was genius. I really did. And then I looked at it more and more, talked with Mayor Eklund about it and some others in the city about discovering what we have here and what some of you know. I was thinking about this morning. You, Stavros, have a deep knowledge of the Greek festival, Greek church, whatever, because of your family. You are a community activist. I've always said that. Veronica's Closet, this and that. The question is, those are what I would call hidden gems and jewels in this city. Does everybody know about them? What they do? What the culture that we have in our city? And the same thing with the city hall and the foundations and everybody and the leaders in downtown. Do they know? Like, do they know what you can go do and get from the Gebby Foundation or whatever? I mean, there's a lot of players in this. So yeah.
One of the big things that we heard from students was that it was their first time really seeing how the city works, not in a textbook. But in real life, how important is that behind-the-scenes experience for young people?
I think it's incredibly important, no matter whether you stay here or not. Again, from teaching, there are numerous opportunities in Jamestown and Chautauqua County where we live. I would go back 7 years ago or so when I was bringing my oldest son to school every day, and when I was helping the previous administration, and he'd say, "Dad, you're always going to City Hall. What are you doing there?" And I said, "Well, what's in that building?" And he said, "Well, the mayor's there and the police and the fire." And I said, "Well, what else? Do you know what a comptroller is? Do you know where you pay taxes? Do you know how to get a permit to go do something? There's all kinds of things just in the city in itself." And then even out in buildings around, the Parks Department, what they do and all that they do, the DPW and, all kinds of things that the kids just aren't aware of, and the opportunities. I mean, when you look at it, we'll have a policeman's position open, which is a civil service position, and you work 20. You can retire after 20 years, and it's a dangerous job. It's different than it was before. It's a very lucrative job in Jamestown. It's a hard job. It's a very hard job. But when kids are sitting in that building over there on 2nd Street, and like, geez, I just don't know what to do, go explore. Also, we always, as a teacher or whatever, when you do things, sometimes you go to professional development training with experts, right? And they come in from Los Angeles or wherever, and that's great. But then they go back on their plane, they go back to Los Angeles. I'm convinced we have numerous experts right here in Jamestown on what they do and how to make things tick. I mean, there's people that run agencies, organizations, foundations, the city in itself, city councilmen. Tony Dolce has been a city councilman for 20 some years. He's pretty good at it. He's seen ups and downs, but he knows the ins and outs of the city. Mayor Eklund, our police chief, has been a policeman in this town for 20 plus years. Chief Jackson's an incredible man that's seen a city transform in 20 years. He's a pretty good knowledge, bank of what. So that's where that comes from, yeah.
That's awesome. We know that our mayor was part of the first session, and there are some plans to bring students into other city departments like fire, police, parks, and development. What has the city's response been to this program so far?
I mean, Mayor Eklund, there isn't a more kid-concerned person, I would say, than Mayor Eklund. For years and years and years, she's been a mentor. I don't mean this, I tell her this, being a female leader in our community is incredible, but being a leader, but being a female leader to show young ladies that you have a seat at the table. When there have been people, Elliot Raimondo, he's our city attorney, was a former student of mine. He was in my gym class, right? Now he's a city attorney. I mean, there are, sometimes when you're younger and you're trying to figure out what you can do, I used to, there were kids that, hey, Mr. Smeraldo, I need to get a job. Can you help me get a job? So I'm like, sure, I can call Tim Hortons for you. Well, I don't want to make donuts. I said, okay, that's great. You're going to start there. Do you know he has accountants and surveyors to build properties and build more Tim Hortons, and accountants and lawyers and things like that? It's more than making a donut, right? So those are the same things with the city. There's a lot of opportunity in the city to tell kids, and it's okay if you don't come back here, but you're going to move somewhere to be involved too, right? We have culture with festivals and things like that. You should know about those things. So the hope is just to give you a brighter look. You can learn a lot of things in Jamestown High School. I'm a graduate, I'm a former employee, but you can learn some stuff outside too. The school's been extremely supportive. Dr. Whitaker and his team, and Principal Smith and the teachers, and that yesterday was Mr. Melquist, setting up that visit and meeting with the mayor and stuff like that. So there's going to be more of that. There's going to be more of that. If the post office was in between Jamestown High School and City Hall, you could see it, right? So why not walk over there and do things in it? So that's the concept, yeah.
CCS also has its media division, CCS-TV,
Yeah, absolutely.
and that's playing a role in the program too. Students will be producing their own youth-driven series about what they're learning. How do you see that piece shaping their experience?
Flipping these cameras and lights on and talk. Do what you want to do. I want kids to talk. There's a podcast studio upstairs. We'll have it open in the next week. I want to hear. And I've been talking to middle school girls about things, Melina and Gia, that work for us and getting their friends. Talk. I want to know what's on your mind. I want to know silly stuff. I want to know, how you feel about the city. I want to know how you feel about being a teenager in Jamestown, New York. And document it, right? Videos forever. We've learned that in a bad way. And we do it in a journalism way around here, a responsible way to do it, right? So we can send it to people. You guys could use this right now. I just told her this morning, Tori Limmer, she's a pro. She could work for Erie News Now right now. You have hundreds of hours of resume film to show people, and use it, right? Use it and be productive with it. Have some fun. We're gonna turn the lights on in the studio. We're gonna have some fun in this town. But we're going to do it in a responsible way and showing people what we're doing and what we're learning.
That's awesome. Patrick Smeraldo, owner and president of Collaborative Children's Solutions, thank you so much for being here with us today and sharing more and more about NextGen Jamestown.
I need a nap. Thank you. I appreciate you guys very much.
For anyone wanting to follow along with NextGen Jamestown or to check out the upcoming student-led series, you can visit ccs-tv.com and follow on CCS-TV on social media.